What's going on, everyone? Gadget here, and welcome back to another fictional character background. So, for those that are new to my series, this is the moment where I actually gather up all my characters and give them their backstories. Usually, it ranges from pretty cool to questionable at best. But without any further ado, so this time it's not a Soul Calibur character, but it's a GTA character that actually has been with me since 2016. Now this character has gone from a typical street thug to business owner to motorcycle president to even a CEO and to even own his own properties. This today's official create character background, we're taking a look at Leroy Winston. So without any further ado, let's get started. Leroy Winston was born around the 1990s, and he was most likely he wasn't bullied. He was actually he wasn't spoiled either. He was humble for the most part, and everyone actually was cool with him until around the time when he was around his when he was in his 20s, where he actually got locked up for street racing. But most likely due to good behavior and early parole and early bail, they actually didn't get him on the criminal record, because around that time that didn't happen. As of always, actually ended up becoming a military officer and actually served around the Coast Guard. Which, keep in mind that this was around early 20. It's like mid-late 2010s that he became a Coast Guard for the state of California. But for the most part, he actually what he got out of it was, for the most part, his mistreatments, as well as he was underpaid as usual. And the reason probably is because of his race. He's mostly Latin, but he also has Filipino tropes. So for the most part, he is half Filipino, half Latin American. Specifically, he's half Cuban. So, well, not half Cuban. He's basically he's half Mexican, half Filipino. That's usually what happened. But though for the most part, it will have a lot of things going on in terms of his life. Such things such as him actually trying to rescue his brother from basically in a hostile situation, and he was deemed a hero. And for the most part, he was. And keep in mind, he was a street thug around that time, and he trying to get by as much as possible, such as selling really off-base speakers, as well as actually having a hustle to actually making money off of, well, I kid you not, really fake wheels. It was until around the time where he actually was going to Texas, because, well, obviously he wants to get away from the crappy situation he's in. So yeah, for the most part, he's usually kind of like that. But then again, that depends on how he actually chooses. So yeah. Anyways, as you could have guessed it, Leroy Winston is a car guy, but he prefers 90s, 80s, 70s, 60s, and even 40s cars because most likely, according to his words, these cars are too heavy and too modern for my taste. Now, keep in mind that he was born around the 1990s, so most likely he either was 10 around 1999 or he was 1 in 1999. But that depends on the person you ask. So, yeah, for the most part, but here's the thing. He actually is fond of the Z's. Now, for those that are wondering what I'm talking about, I'm talking like every single Nissan Z that had came out after 1969 all the way to today. And for sure, it's kind of like that. It's mostly because of how they actually had the shape of the car for the most part. Anyway, so basically after buying a lot of lottery tickets, he actually won the lottery, and he decides to actually invest all of his money on actually having a business. Um, also he also buys properties and also has taxes done. And last but certainly not least, he ended up getting on his own auto shop, known as also known as um also known as it's uh basically it's known as grip seed grip speed. That's what I meant to say. Anyway, so um around that time he actually was offering people body kits. It was actually he made a lot of money just for actually customizing his customers' cars to their liking. And for the most part, um, his now keep in mind his parts are custom made. So that will including a lot of his fender flares as well as the body kit as well as the wheels and last but certainly not least, um, he also does interior as well as engine work along with exhaust work as well. So for the most part, yeah, you can say that he is a freaking rich mechanic that he actually ended up with more than enough money to actually um, get everything in sight. Until he actually invested on an ACO building, and not to mention, he decided to actually want to lead a motorcycle gang, but motorcycle club. My bad. And he only been a leader for one chapter, basically for 1 decade. Not 1 decade, on basically 1 year. So yeah, for the most part, it's kind of like that. But so yeah, that's basically it for Leroy Winston. Alright guys, hope you guys enjoyed this stream. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a like, subscribe, comment down below what you want to see next. You can follow me on Instagram at Guthrie27 Productions. You can follow me on Twitter at G27S. And last but not least, check out my Discord at Guthrie27 Productions Garage and Museum. And also, I will be uploading today's live summon event, which I haven't done in for some time now. The reason why I stopped doing it, because what can I do to actually, get to where I need to go while having a lot of stuff at the same time. So yeah, that's basically it. So with that out of the way, hope you guys have a dope Wednesday. This is God to sign off, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.